You know what also I would watch? Even though I was just so torn about the last one, I would still watch a Thor 5 because Thor 5 is in active development, everybody. Thor 5 has been moving forward, but without Taika Waititi. So apparently they're going to be changing directors to find somebody else to bring a whole new perspective on it. Marvel is changing everything a lot right now. We're going to have a big discussion about that shortly, but they're going to be changing directors and they want to take it to a more serious tone, apparently, to wrap into the new universe, into the whole destruction of the universe and the multiverse and the Kang stuff. And they want to make it a serious tone and take all the goofiness and the weird and wonkiness away from it, apparently, right now. There will be some of that in there, but they want to have a new director's take on it. And I think that's kind of interesting because Taika even said when he saw the movie in theaters, it said Thor will be back at the end of the credits. And he's like, it will be? I did not know that was happening. So that kind of makes sense. They want to do it. And if this happens, I know the one thing in the line I read and I kind of thought was interesting is if this happens, a Thor 5, it'll be the very first time a superhero and an actor playing a superhero has done 5 movies in a row. The most right now is Thor, but also tying with Superman, Christopher Reeves. They did 4 spin-off solo movies. So if he goes to a 5th one, it'll be the very first time a superhero has had 5 solo films. But it's happening moving forward. I think the hopes would be to be for the Kang dynasty, but that might all be changing too. But this is interesting though. I'm surprised because, Chris Hemsworth was saying like he would do it, but he didn't say like, it had to be the right script, had to be the right people, but apparently Marvel has an idea and they want to move forward with it and get a new director. So Sabrina, are you surprised by this? Would you watch a Thor 5? Do you think it'll be Hercules? Hercules, huh?
I was just going to say that's the only thing I'm excited about is the Brett Goldstein as Hercules. I just really, if they're going to do another Thor, I really, really, really would want Taika to do it. Ragnarok is one of my favorite Marvel movies. I thought it was so well done. Kate Blanchett was an amazing villain. Like it was the perfect amount of funny and serious. And I loved it. I loved it. Of course, my man Idris Elba was in there. Shout out. So yeah, I don't know. Love and Thunder didn't hit for me. I didn't love it. I actually quite disliked it. And I didn't want to, but I did. But I don't think that that's a reason to go find someone else and bring it back more serious. Because if anyone remembers the first 3 Thors, or the first 2 Thors, not great.
Very serious.
The first one was fine. The second one was terrible. You know what I mean? Like same type of thing. I would just stay with what you're doing. And yeah, I don't know. I if you're gonna bring it back, I think it's a big mistake to not bring Taika into it. Although my man Brett Goldstein, fucking Roy Kent, he's here, he's there, he's every fucking where. I guess if he was in it, I'd watch it just for him.
He's so good.
Pretty sure the movie's gonna suck though.
Oh, come on. It might be good.
Sorry.
I mean, a new director, different spin, but I like what they did with
You
him.
asked me to be here for my opinion, and my opinion is that it's going to suck.
I know. I like what they did with like how Taika came in though, Sabrina. You're right that he came in there and changed the whole dynamic of the character.
And made it good because the second one was dog shit.
Yeah.
Unwatchable.
A lot of storylines David Banner said they could actually do. You're right. They could just branch off and do something different. But the Thor was, pretty dull. And even Chris Hemsworth said how revigorating it was when he actually came in and started playing. No, that's right. He started playing this character again. And it felt like a new character, a new spin, and it felt great and fresh and a new perspective. He loved it. And he made him want to keep playing the character for a long time. So, I mean, to make an actor that attached to it, come forward like, I won't stop making these. It's so much fun. That's great. And I feel like the change, maybe it's necessary now for him to stay playing Thor moving forward because maybe that's what's going to take. What do you think, Sean? Is this what's going to take to have him stay a new director? Or do you think this is a bad move on Marvel's part to actually have a new director come in and change Thor again for a 3rd time?
Well, I think, it was kind of like Sabrina said, Taika Waititi definitely breathed new life into the character and he carried that into the other Avengers movies. So I do think it could be time to see a different take on Thor. I'm not sure where else they're going to take the character. They gave him a daughter. That's like in sitcoms, the 2 love interests get married, then what? So let's just give him a fucking kid. I don't know where they're going to take Thor with this. I'm excited to see, kind of how Thor even fits into the next couple phases that we have coming or hopefully have coming from Marvel. But I agree. I think a new direction and a new kind of take on the character, even with Chris Hemsworth doing it, is fine by me. I think he really kind of grew into it and definitely came into his own. He didn't have Kenneth Branagh breathing down his neck and lightened up. And, we'll see where he takes it.
Do you think they keep the daughter or do you think they get rid of the daughter?
I can't imagine they'd get rid of it because it was such a pivotal part of the ethos of the growth of the character, and to just kind of it would almost be like that Aliens, Aliens 2, Aliens 3 kind of thing, where it's like half the characters you loved from Aliens 2 were just dead at the beginning of it. I don't think we want to do that. We've moved on as an audience society, to expect characters to have growth, evolve, and mature. And to undo that without like a full recast, I think would be kind of unprecedented. So
Yeah. You're right. Marvel doesn't usually do that. They like to keep that consistency and keep that, that storyline moving forward from movie to TV show to project. They like to keep that tied in. So it would be difficult if they did, but it does seem like it's getting more lighthearted with the daughter. But maybe they'll find some seriousness there. Like someone captures his daughter. He's gonna get his daughter back or something. They could be doing something like that. Maybe Hercules takes his daughter and then he's got a battle to get back, and then Kang comes in and destroys the universe. I don't know. It could be interesting. It could be. Mike, What about you? Are you sold on this?
You just wrote Thor 5, Brian. You just wrote
I just did.
Right
Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige, where you at, man? We're going to talk about you in a second, but where you at? Mike, what do you think about this? Think that Thor 5 will be a great addition to the Marvel universe, or do you think they should just let this be and have him be an addition to all these spin-offs instead?
Brian, Taika Waititi makes me mad.
Oh, no.
Let me
Why?
tell you why.
Oh, no.
Because he doesn't leave a lot of space for talentless hacks like myself. Because he can act, he's hysterical, and he's one of the best, freshest directors of the past 10 years, like in terms of like major motion pictures. It just makes me mad. Like, you're not allowed to have that many different multi-hyphenate skills. You got to leave some juice out there for the schmucks. He's not doing it. He's greedy. He's amassing all the talent onto himself. So that's what I think about Taika Waititi. For Thor 5, I'm actually not sad that they're not just going with the same team as before. I mean, it's comic books. I think that it's healthy to see the actors change. Like, we don't have to move out the whole team in one go. You can move out actors piecemeal. Like, you can move out writers. They have always done that, and directors, like, just let the properties don't belong to anybody that's working on them. I mean, they're way older. They, like, none of these people were involved in the original thing. So it's just kind of like, we're just keeping a volleyball in the air with this stuff. So I'm actually liking that, because if they're just trying to make money, you think, okay, don't change the formula, just give it to AI to write a new one, do the same thing, do the same shots, do the same pacing. And they're deciding not to do that, which I think is actually a good thing for the MCU going forward. It doesn't bug me at all. Is it maybe going to be a woof? A woof? Is it maybe going to be a whiff? It's a big swing. Like, so yeah, maybe they'll fail, but that doesn't bother me. If it
yeah, that's nice.
If it does fail, there's going to be 60 other Marvel movies coming out in the next 18 months. So we'll catch them that time.
We're going to get him. Well, I'm going to get 18 because, Mike, a lot's changing at Marvel. It really is. But I agree. Like, you have this ethos you're building off of. Like, we're going to watch it regardless. I think it could be fun to see what happens. I think it was Queen saying they want to see the daughter growing up. I think that could be a lot of fun, too. And there's a lot of options there. So we can't, just be in tunnel vision like this is what Taika's done, so that has to be what it is.